Hello and welcome to Chat About. Today we're going to be talking about a portable hard drive from Seagate, a 5TB version. But before we get into that, don't forget please to like, comment, subscribe and share if you enjoy my videos. So first of all, let's have a look. Why do you need more data storage? Well, in my case, I've got a 256GB drive in my iMac, and I've got a 2TB SSD drive for all my data, my videos and graphics and sound samples and things like that, as well as personal documents. And it is quite unbelievable how quick you can fill up 2TB these days. File sizes for videos are huge and can be. So it's important to have storage space to keep all them on. Not only that, a lot of memory intensive programs that run on your computer, such as video editing software, do tend to use hard drive space as virtual memory. So that when your hard drives fill up, the performance of this software suffers badly. But before we decide what type of disk to buy to store all this data on, let's have a brief look at the history of data storage for computers. And it all started many years ago with the original computers with 10-inch floppy disks. I think there was an 8-inch floppy disk, 5¼ inch floppy disks, and 3.5-inch floppy disks. And that was before some bright spark thought up the idea of having a hard disk. They were huge, as you can see in this picture. They were made of a very solid disk, which was average, I think, was about 20 megabyte. And what you're looking at here is a disk pack. And unbelievably, that huge stack of disks is 20 megabytes of storage. And they were very slow. I mean, I'm talking slow. Of course, things improved with the more modern hard drive disks, and they were still very slow and could achieve speeds of roughly 20 megabytes a second. Then came solid state disks, which have got no moving parts, no disks inside them at all. It's all electronic. And these days you can get SSD external drives which run up to 2,000 megabytes per second, and no doubt in the future they'll get faster. You can also have internal SSDs, M.2 cards and things like that, which will run upwards of 8,000 megabytes a second. So, horrifically fast in comparison. And we're talking really blisteringly fast. But the problem is, which is best for you? Do you really need something that runs that fast? There are downsides. For instance, the cost of a SSD drive is 4 or 5 times that of a hard drive disk. But do you really need the speed? It depends what you're doing with it. If you're just storing data, which is what I want to do, then no, you don't. Not really, because it's just storage, and I'm very rarely going to access it, because I want to keep the files safe. So I decided that a hard disk drive, an external hard disk drive, will suit my purpose. And I particularly looked at the Seagate Expansion drives, and in this case, the Seagate Expansion Plus 5TB portable hard drive, which I purchased from Argos for £110.99. 4TB SSD is £300-400. A lot smaller and a lot faster, but a lot more money. So let's have a look at the Seagate 5TB portable expansion hard drive then. This is the about this product sheet from Argos. And it basically says that it can be plugged in using a single USB cord, and it says here that the drive is automatically recognised by the Windows operating system. No software to install and nothing to configure. It doesn't mention iMac or Mac software. It says that you can download a Seagate toolkit. Storage is 5 terabyte, which we know. It's USB 3, weighs 1.8 kilos, and then it gives you your size and the fact it's 2 years manufacturer's guarantee. It doesn't mention the speed. So let's have a look at Seagate's website and look at the same drive. Still doesn't mention how fast it is. It's like they don't want to tell you. So let's have a look at the blurb on there. It's on the Argos website that the advertising blurb that they put up. Works with Mac and iMac. It actually says that here, but it doesn't say that in their blurb. Easy plug and play, USB 3 for faster data transfer. Easily drag and drop, which most drives are these days. Small drive, big capacity, and then it tells you about the warranty and what's included in your pack. So before we go any further, let's unbox the thing and see what you get in the box. And here it is, the Seagate Expansion drive. Only a small box. It looks big because it's close, but it's not. It's a small box, trust me. Picture on the front tells you that it's a 5 terabyte hard disk drive. There's some information on the side that tells you it's Mac and PC. And what does it say? I don't know. I can't see. I'm going blind in my old age. What does it say? Works with Chromebook as well. So it's Windows, Mac and Chromebook. On the other side, it says it works with laptops. And on the back, additional add-on storage for PC and Mac backup software included. There's barcode CE and stuff like that on the bottom. And there's a QR code and stuff on the top. So let's open the box and see what's actually inside. And plastic, and there's a little booklet in here as well. Says look at the booklet. Tells you it's the expansion drive, and it gives you all the information for installing it in several languages, as well as some diagrams and things like that. And then you get this plastic container, and in there is the drive itself, which is all wrapped up in plastic. It's very light, quite, as you can see, quite small, and a USB cable which got their special plug on one end, and on the other end USB-A. There's no USB-C adapter included in the pack. So let's open take the cellophane off, and there it is. Quite nice, quite nicely designed. I must admit, in the pictures it looks like this is some kind of cloth. It's not. It's just solid plastic, and just there's nothing else apart from the USB, their proprietary USB socket on the back end of it, and that's it. That's what you get in the box. Okay, so according to the instructions, it is very, very simple. All you do is you take the end of their plug and you plug it into the back of the drive, and you plug the other end into the USB port on the computer. So let's do that and then see if it appears. It says it's just going to appear as a drive. It does say, however, also here that they don't supply a USB-C adapter. So if you have only got USB-C ports, you'll need to buy an adapter. And it does say that this drive is formatted exFAT for use with both PC and Mac. For Time Machine on the Mac, however, it must be reformatted for Mac. Reformatting the drive will delete all data stored on the drive. So let's plug it in then and see if it appears. Oh yeah, there it is. So that's really, really good, really, really easy, wasn't it? So once you've done that, if you double click on the icon that says Expansion, you'll find that a little pop-up box will come up with the logo on it. And then you'll come to their registration screen. Once you've put some registration details in, it tells you about sync and protect your data if you want to do that, which I didn't, so I skipped that. Then it tells you that there is an option to get some kind of a plan on Adobe Creative Cloud, which I'm not interested in, so I skipped that. And then there's a thank you screen. So I suppose the next thing to do is to test it and see what kind of speeds we're getting from the thing. So just as a comparison, this is my M.2 SSD external drive plugged into the Thunderbolt port, and we are achieving in this 1798.1 megabytes a second write and 2068.1 megabytes a second read. So moving on to the Seagate extension drive then. This is plugged into a USB-A port. Now I haven't got USB 3 on this computer, so I need to get a Thunderbolt adapter which might speed it up a little bit more. But as you can see, the speeds are not anywhere near as good. This is 117.3 megabytes a second for the write and 133.6 megabytes a second for the read. So again, it is slow. But for what I want to do, backing up files, it's quite good, it's alright. It will copy across a video file fairly quickly. So it achieves what I want it to achieve, which is mass storage for files that I'm very rarely going to access. So, is it any good? Well, it's cheap. I think it was £110 again for 5 terabyte of storage. It's very, very easy to plug in and set up. In fact, there's no setting up to do other than plugging it in, really. I've read reviews that it's noisy. It isn't. It's like a little tickling noise every now and again. You can barely hear it. So yeah, I think it's pretty good for just for mass storage. If you're editing from it and things like that, maybe not so good. But certainly mass storage, I think it does my purpose and I recommend it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share our videos if you enjoy them. So until next time, take care.